So first thing, exercise and endorphins. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that act as painkillers and mood elevators. This helps combat stress and improve overall mental well-being. The scientific study and the published in the psychiatry research that found that regular exercise increases the production of endorphins, leading to improved mood and decreased stress levels. So you walking around back bigger than all outside.
Big back active.
You wondering why you stressed out. You blamed it on your boyfriend, girlfriend, job, and you probably just need to move your body and work out. Atlas and Tune, y'all got anything to add to that?
No, it's very true. I just feel like it's something about when you got that, it's a lot of emotions that's built up. And then you go and you pick up some heavy lifting. The thing about heavy lifting is that you have to exert so much energy and force to actually move the weight. It's such a challenge that you don't even have the space to think about what you really feeling.
Come on
emotions.
Now. Come on now.
And then before you know it, you don't let that shit out.
What do you feel like is one of your favorite go-to exercises to really release some stress and get some stuff on your mind? Do you have a specific movement where as though you'd be like, all right, cool, I'm about to do this because I know it's about to push me?
Honestly, I don't have a specific movement. It's all challenging. When you're really pushing yourself, and you in your right, you know what I'm saying, weight for your rep range, you right on there, right on the money, close to failure. That shit is, it's always all of them.
So you saying pretty much what you're saying is when you in your bag, you feel me? You get in that mode and you
not
just...
in there with them 5 pounds. When you're not in there with them 5 and 10 pounds. But
you don't want to get bulky though. It's all good, man. Hey, let's keep it going. So another thing, dopamine and serotonin. Exercise boosts the production of dopamine and serotonin, which are neurotransmitters that play a key role in regulating mood and mental clarity. Harvard Medical School study from them shows how exercise increases dopamine production, which can improve focus and motivation. Where am I drawing at? There you go. So y'all got any stories about, maybe you were pissed off one day and at the exercise elevated your mood or made you feel better or anything like that, or maybe a client story or anything y'all could share for proof for the people?
Man, I remember, funny enough, we had just left the podcast one night. I think it was like 2 days before Christmas and shit. And my whip ended up doing some.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Wild shit. It was cold as hell out here.
And it was late.
Yeah, it was late too. Had to call the tow truck. Whip was not moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much, long story short, car ended up, just being, it was over with. And I had to, go blow some steam in the gym.
Yeah.
And get my mind back right. Because I'm like, I'm not about to let this situation define me. It's just one of those L's that you got charged to the game. And you got to keep it pushing. So, found my way back to the gym, Ubered it to the gym, got my workout. And I'm like, you know what? Shit happens. That's life. You got to roll with the punches. But this exercise got my mind back in the right frame. So things are gonna happen, y'all. Things are gonna happen. Life is gonna hit you when shit's least expected. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta find a way and just continue on. You dig what I'm saying? And that exercise is one of the best ways to do so.
So you're not supposed to get fat when life pisses you off?
Binge eat.
You're not supposed to eat whatever you want.
Stress eat.
Yeah. But it makes me feel better.
Bullshit.
That's a good one.
Oh man, listen.
I have a client who just told me on Saturday, she's a police officer and she's always stressed out. Like she's just like, all the weight of dealing with so much going on in DC all the time.
I got a couple DC officer clients. So I know
they be stressed.
Yeah,
and
they
overwork.
They be working over and overnight.
18-hour shifts.
They be seeing some shit too.
And so she was telling me, I really didn't want to come to the boot camp on Saturday. I just was tired. I just wanted to sleep in. And then she was like, I was doing one exercise. We had her doing barbell high pulls.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like throwing it back. She was so focused. I seen her in the mirror. I was trying to tell her to go up on her waist. She was so focused. She was so locked in.
Yeah.
After she told me, Yeah, man. I had to stay locked in because I just felt all my aggression coming out. She was like, but I felt so much better after that. I'm like, that's what lifting weights will do for you. That's why it's important for you to go to the gym, especially. I know a lot of times I can only speak for women because I'm a woman and I train women, but
Sure.
a lot of times when we're overwhelmed, we're stressed out, that we want to use it as a reason to not go to the gym. That's even more reason to go to the gym.
Man.
To go let it out. Go, you need some type of outlet. And I'm always asking my clients, like, what is your outlet? Like, when you're overwhelmed, what is your outlet? When you're sad, what is your outlet? When you're mad, what is your outlet? Like, you gotta have an outlet.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have an outlet, you know. And luckily enough for us being fitness folks, and that's just what we do. That's our primary outlet. Like, we enjoy going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's not even an outlet for us. It's just what we do. You know, it's an outlet for other people, but for us, it's just a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do that regardless, and we gonna feel even better. You dig what I'm saying?
Typically when you go in the gym, you know, you might catch somebody in the zone or something, but you don't see people just pissed off as if like if you go to the workplace, if you go to the 9 to 5 office, you're gonna see motherfuckers in there mad,
the restaurant,
pissed off, in the restaurant, grocery store, like
bad attitude,
road rage, like you fat as hell. That's why you mad as hell. Bars.
Big back activity.
Hey man, how do different types of exercise contribute to mental clarity? Let's talk about it. Resistance training, aka lifting weights. Lifting weights isn't just about building muscle. Resistance training has been shown to reduce anxiety and improve cognitive function by enhancing neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and grow.
Ooh.
So basically, if you lift weights on a regular, you're smarter. So the people who's in my comments who don't lift weights on a regular,
you're dumber.
You're dumber. I said what I said. Miss Build-A-Body, do you disagree?
No, you're just hilarious. I definitely agree though.
Oh, thanks. Hey, appreciate that. They say grown men are just they need to get rid of podcast, Mike. But we got a nice young lady here who agrees with us. Let's keep it going. Cardiovascular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, which can improve memory and cognitive function while reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. So you need to do cardio with the resistance training. Incorporate high intensity interval training, or known as HIIT, which I think is the secret to losing belly fat, and it's not. But my bad. Incorporate HIIT. Big shade.
Big shade.
Incorporate HIIT or steady state cardio, like running or cycling for 20-30 minutes to get the best results. And then we got one more. We got stretching and yoga help reduce cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, and increase mindfulness, which can enhance mental clarity and reduce stress. So practice yoga or stretching routines that emphasize deep breathing and mindfulness. And that's bars. Atlas and Tune, how do y'all feel about weightlifting, cardio, stretching, and yoga for mental clarity, cognitive function, reducing stress? And do y'all incorporate that in your workout lives?
That's a great question. You know, I'm a big fan of stretching, right? You know, when you stretch, not only the stretching, but the resistance training, because every time I'm going through my exercise, especially the stretching, you develop that mind-muscle connection, right? You know, when you're twisting, you're contorting your body different ways, you're feeling those muscles pull, and you're feeling how those muscles kind of connect with your mind. And it's like you get that, it's like a euphoric feeling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that kind of pushes you to see what you could do more with your body, and, you know, figure out other ways you can move your body. And it just allows you to think clearly, you know, and get those deep breaths in that we like to do. And not only that, but resistance training does the same thing as well, too. Understanding what muscle groups you're working, you know, going through your exercises nice, slow, and controlled, and kind of developing that mind-muscle connection.
All facts.
I agree with that. I think like the same way that in training it's important to be like a well-rounded athlete, right? It's the same way with all the other aspects. Like you just want to be like as self-aware as possible. Like, and I feel like stretching, yoga, mindfulness, all of those things tie in together, like the breathing exercises. You just need to have as much body awareness as possible. Like, and it just helps you stay calm. A lot of people don't realize like you can actually calm yourself and, you know, relax your own heart, like just by taking some deep breaths and breathing properly.
Facts.
Yeah.
And being mindful.
Yeah, people
absolutely.
don't know that.
Yeah, I definitely, all three of those: weightlifting, cardio, stretching, yoga. When I have I might have a meeting or a interview, or maybe an uncomfortable conversation or something I got to go into, and any one of those are gonna I guess bring my stress levels down, help me out, make me think clearer, so I can say the right things, maybe not overreact to something. And those definitely helped me in my life. So
Good shit.
yeah, definitely, man. Hey, if you got something coming up, something you're not looking forward to, something you're nervous about, try to get a workout in. And if you have one of those coming up, and maybe you might want to alter your routine, I'm gonna encourage you to keep the routine. So if you got a big meeting or a big presentation you're nervous about, and you go to the gym every morning before work, go to the gym that morning. Like, still keep your routine, and things probably gonna be better. Just make sure you do your preparation, obviously. But yeah, man, we killing y'all already, bro. We just only 16 minutes in, and we dropping these type of bars. What other fitness podcasts were they doing at bars? Don't these weak ninjas know the older you get, you have to incorporate resistance training to keep your body strong? At least we know these ninjas that complain have weak minds and bodies. Man, I'm gonna be honest, they don't know. But that's why we do what we do. We educate, because the education behind resistance training isn't out there. People don't know how effective it is for our bodies and how our bodies need it. So,
and people really don't understand
Talk to us.
that when you're able to push your body to a new level in the gym,
Yeah.
how you're pushing yourself mentally. People don't really pull in the correlation between the two enough for me personally, because there's so much, elevation and evolution that comes from being serious in your journey, actually pushing yourself to see a changing, actually staying consistent, actually being disciplined. It makes a really big difference in your everyday life. And I know if you don't work out, you weak-minded. I know that for a fact. You give up at the little slightest inconvenience.
And we talk about it here. We all were athletes, so we grew up with that. So we grew up with challenging our minds, putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations and getting out of it.
Man,
most people don't
have never been.
Yeah, they've never been pushed like that.
Exactly. So when it comes to real life as an adult, and in modern times and the way we live now, and you don't have to push yourself physically, you don't have to push yourself mentally, maybe outside of work. What are people doing?
When somebody's telling you what to do all day,
everything's comfortable and convenient.
Everything is regulated.
I see it so much with new clients. Like, I think that's a big part of being a trainer and being a coach is the mindset coaching. That's like the biggest part. Anybody can tell you, like, pick this, use this weight, do this is how you do it and how you do it. But it's like, what you're gonna do when you get to them last 3 to 5 reps and you're like, I just can't do this. I hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with my clients. I just can't do it. I can't do it. It's like, no, you're giving up. You're mentally not doing it.
That shit is so annoying.
And I like that comment. It's gotten to the point with my new clients. If I got a new client, I've had women clients come in and say like, oh, I hate exercise. Like, and I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna, but I'm gonna do it though. But then you just realize mentally they're not there. They give up too easily, and when I hear I hate exercise, that's just like saying, that's like nails on a chalkboard to a trainer. You know what I'm saying? I don't like working out. Yep. Or it's like that's like the equivalent of saying like I don't drink water. Some shit's like, what are you talking about? you're trifling. Like let's stop playing games here. So it's gotten to the point where like if you don't even come halfway, like coming in the door halfway, like you want to make a change or you want to do better or you want to push yourself, it's gotten to a point where I don't want to deal with you at all because I already know where it's going to lead to. You're just going to end up quitting on yourself when things don't even get hard, or get to that point. Yeah.
And what's crazy is, not to get off topic,
sure,
but we have to coach mindsets. And anybody who didn't pan, and this ain't no shade at nobody that trained with me and it didn't work, but the people that don't pan out with me, most of them, they didn't get the mindset shift. So they still look the same way, or they probably fatter. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when the ones that stick around, the ones that get the results, we changed their mindset before their body even changed. You know what I'm saying? So why the gym is your best bet for mental clarity. The gym provides a controlled environment where you can focus entirely on your workout, free from distractions. This structured setting can help clear your mind and reduce stress. So we already know it's important to have a routine and have structure. So you can when you have the routine and structure, you're consistently getting that reduced stress every day. You consistently getting rid of the anxiety every day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're nervous about, you're consistently getting rid of that. So after a while, when you're doing that for weeks, them feelings they're not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with a lot of bullshit this week. You would never know because I contribute working out to that because that it gets rid of all of that for me. So I just go out and deal with it. I'm not going to take it out on anybody. I'm not going to cancel the podcast. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to disappear. You feel me? Me, Tune, and Atlas. Recently, we have somebody that we know they dealing with some shit. They just disappeared. I'm so I don't, like it's just there's no way I would ever do that when life gets hard. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, so y'all want to speak on that?
Yeah, and I think just being in the type of environment that we're in, right? You know, just being in that gym environment, that positive environment, just allows us to defend against the resistance that life throws at us. Because life is going to throw all types of obstacles and roadblocks and impediments in your way, right? But you got to be able to build a mental fortitude to be able to deflect certain things when they come your way. Because life is going to happen to each and every one of us, but you got to be strong mentally and physically to be able to shake, you know, a lot of challenges that life continues to throw at us on the daily. And a lot of time we ain't prepared for what some of the things that comes our way, but you know, you'll never know just because, you know, the type of the life that we embody and the things that we do day to day to help us combat against the challenges of life. So,
and guess what? When you get past those accomplishments, you win. You catch wins. So you was about to say something?
I was just gonna say that routine is king. Like when it comes, a lot of times people don't realize that the stress that you feel is because of all the chaos in your life. If you would get a little bit more organized, if you would, make a to-do list, and even me myself, when I was coming in here saying I was stressed out, had a bunch of things going on. Because I need to be a little more organized with all the things. I have a lot of things on my plate. I need to be more organized. That's all it is.
You see how she was accountable? Shout out to Atlas. I love it. My bad. Continue.
No, that's it for real.
I like what you say about organization, because when you're unorganized, everything seems like it's in disarray, and you don't have you particularly don't have control on things because there's so much you got going on, and you don't know where to start. Or if you're even making progress because you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're trying to do this, but you're not checking off any boxes. Things are unclear. You're not making a list. So there's no structure. There's no guidance, right? So I think just being organized and kind of, making a list and understanding what you have in front of you. That way you can, check things off and make things digestible for you.
Yeah. No, absolutely, bro. So like I was saying, getting over those obstacles and accomplishing things, those lead to wins. So physical accomplishment leads to mental wins. Completing a tough workout provides a sense of accomplishment, which can translate into better decision making and a more positive mindset in other areas of life. Like I just said a couple minutes ago, this shit all tied together. So a win in the gym, right? So let's say you work out in the morning. A win in the gym can set the tone for the day. So now you got momentum to attack other challenges throughout the day. So you probably, I know everybody don't work out in the morning, but I like to use it as an example. If you get your workout in the morning, you're probably going to have a better reaction to the bullshit at work, to the bullshit with your family, bullshit with your car, bullshit with whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not just going to blow up and have road rage and put your middle finger up and get out the car and try to walk up to somebody's window at the red light. Right. They definitely didn't work out that day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we killing y'all, man. Let's keep it going. We got one more segment, then we're gonna get to the clips. So we always talk about goal setting here. So we're gonna start. We want you to start with some manageable goals. So try 30 minutes, try 20 minutes, then try 30 minutes, then try an hour. Gradually increase your exercise. Do that over time, and you'll see the mental clarity and the wins start piling up. And like Atlas just said, the importance of routine. You got to be consistent with it, right? All this shit we talking about is going to hold zero weight if you do it for 2 weeks and stop, and then wonder why where my button at.
Deli.
You know what I'm looking for.
Belly.
You complain about the
Belly.
but you only took the
Belly.
to the gym for 2 weeks and thought
Belly.
it was going to disappear. You don't got no consistency, no wins.
Belly.
That's all you got.
That's all you got.
Bars. Hey, yo.
Crazy.
Another thing too, you can be consistent, right? But you want to do different things different days. Don't do the same thing every day. Upper body day, leg day, cardio day. Maybe cycle a little bit. Maybe walk on the treadmill. Maybe give a day to stretching. Maybe give a day to core training. You know, keep challenging your body. You're going to continue to challenge your mental. That's going to add to those wins as well. What we got? The last thing. And then, of course, recovery, you know, stretching, we hit on that. But yeah, add all of that in and watch these wins. Bars. Let's keep it going, man. If you don't want to unbig your back, don't watch the podcast. If you don't want to get rid of that belly, don't watch the podcast. If you ain't trying to get better, self-improve, don't watch the podcast. Best Fitness Podcast out. We out of here.